Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for staying with us here. This will be our final episode on the Percheron flip. We're so excited to show you the before and afters. Pretty drastic changes.
Quite a bit. Yeah, we've worked really hard on this house. Just to be a little bit realistic, it's taken us a little longer than we originally anticipated. We've actually been working on this house for about 6 weeks solid, but that's been in the evenings and on the weekends, so it hasn't been a full-time job, but it's definitely kept us busy, and we're glad to see it finished.
Yeah, we can't wait to share the results with you. Come on inside and join us. Right here is one of our favorite things that has been a drastic change, and that's the fireplace. We'll flash up some before and after pictures here, but if you remember, it was a plain concrete floor. When we first bought this house, there wasn't even any carpet in this room.
1990s green tile.
Yeah, it had the green tile in front of it, had the green tile around it even. And so now you see we've got some nice gray tile here in front of it. I'll get a little bit closer here, and this tile around it is actually a weathered quartz, and so it gets rid of that ugly green tile. And then of course we gave the mantle a nice fresh coat of paint too, and then of course back out from that, you know, new gray paint on the walls, obviously new flooring here. We love the look of this laminate flooring. We think it just really pops against this white and coordinates with the gray walls. But we will love this transformation here in this living room. It is just absolutely amazing.
One of my favorite transformations in this house has been this front door. If you remember, it was actually stained wood, and it had white trim around the edges of it. So we've come in and done a fresh coat of white paint on the whole thing. Obviously we've cleaned the windows very well. We took all of that sunshade off of that rounded window up top, so we get a lot of natural light coming in. And then we've also changed out the chandelier in this room. You've seen that before, but getting rid of that orange paint and just brightening everything up with a fresh coat of white paint, and the gray just makes everything look so much more fresh and clean and just really, really pretty.
And so you can kind of see here with the kitchen redone, with the cabinets redone. It looks like brand new cabinets in here compared to what it was. The previous owners had come in and looked like they had tried to start sanding some of the cabinets and started to refinish them, but never really got a real good start on it. But it really looks different now.
So Randall did a great job refinishing these cabinets and then putting on new hardware handles that makes everything look really, really clean and neat.
The only appliance that we actually had to replace in here is the dishwasher. We actually thought all the appliances was in good working order when we bought it. I'm pretty hard to get one over, but they got one over on me. When we came in to do our inspection when we was purchasing this house, the dishwasher was actually running that day, which I thought, oh, that's nice of them. They wanted to show it's running. Well, when I was in here working the kitchen, redoing the cabinets, the bottom kick plate, toe plate, whatever you call it there, that's adjustable on the bottom of the dishwasher, it was missing a screw. And so I thought, well, I'll fix that and make it look nice and neat. Well, while I was down there fixing that, I realized that the dishwasher, they didn't have the feet adjusted up, so there was about an inch gap on the top of the dishwasher. And I'm kind of OCD, so I wanted so I kind of wanted to, make sure it fit in there properly. So I was going to raise it up, that way it's flush with the countertop at the top, and then of course you adjust your little toe kick at the bottom. That way there's no gaps. Well, in doing all that, I just went ahead, of course I had to pull the dishwasher out to adjust the feet. Well, when I did, I realized there was a wire burning too. Well, when I got to inspecting, I realized the wire was going to the heating element in the bottom of the dishwasher, and it had completely burnt off the bottom of the heating element.
So the dishwasher would run, water would go through, everything seemed like it was working properly, but there was no heat going to the dishwasher, so it was not doing a very good job.
So we ended up putting a new dishwasher in here. Not that I did it begrudgingly and like that. I'm glad we actually found it before tenants got in here, so they didn't get in here and we say, oh yeah, everything's working. They get in here and say, hey, the dishwasher's not heating, it ain't cleaning, and then have to come in here and change it with somebody living here. So I'm glad we found it. And it was kind of funny. I wasn't upset about it. It was actually kind of a funny that they got me on that one.
Well, and that's just another little pointer as well when you're trying to do a flip or redo your own properties, is make sure you leave a little bit in your budget for unexpected items. We've been doing this project on a budget, and so we've kept things pretty tight. We will give you a little bit of a rundown on those things, the costs for this rehab, but just leave a little bit of room in your budget there for the unexpected items that you're not anticipating. Before we pop up those numbers and talk about our costs on this project, we're just going to pop up some side-by-side videos of before and after. We're going to show you some of the original footage that we showed in episode 1, side-by-side with things that were taken just this week.
Yeah, it's pretty drastic changes. I hope you enjoy it.
So when you see me, don't be shy, 'cause we're gonna dance our way to the sky. Yeah, 'cause I got a feeling that it's gonna be a good day. Hey, 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 it's gonna be a good day.
Okay, by the numbers here, just kind of want to go over everything. We told you we was on a pretty tight budget on this one. Our goal was our budget was $10,000 to $12,000. We knew we'd most likely be closer to the 12. Wish we could have got out for the 10, but things happen. But we did budget for $12,000. Total spent on this rehab is $12,662, which, considering we redid this house top to bottom,
and it's a 3,000 square foot house.
Yeah, 3,000 square foot house, I think was a bargain.
Definitely.
So a little bit of breakdown of that. The largest portion of it was flooring. Our laminate flooring was $2,700. Carpet was $600. Carpet padding $500. Carpet installation was $600, so that brings us to a total of $4,400 for the carpet. So that's a third of the budget right there. Other big ticket items, I ain't gonna itemize everything and bore you to death. I just kind of wanted to give you the big numbers. The ceilings, when we hired the contractors to come in and scrape all the popcorn off the ceilings, refinish the ceilings, repaint them, was $2,600. That's a pretty big ticket item. We replaced every single light fixture in this house except for maybe 2 or 3.
And we redid the ones in a previous episode you saw where we had painted the bathroom fixtures over the sinks, but we did replace all of those ceiling fixtures.
Yeah, so light fixtures was $1,000. We did put all new faucets in this house with the exception of the kitchen faucet. They had a pretty nice one on the kitchen sink, so we didn't have to replace that one. New toilets, and then we hired a licensed plumber to do that. I'm not a plumber. I could have done it, but it would have took me 10 times as long. And so, total all of that was $1,000. That's including hiring the plumber, so I don't think that's bad at all. And then we wanted to, again, I hate having problems once a tenant is in the property, so I hired, we got a real good AC guy, had him come out and go over both units top to bottom. One of the thermostats was not digital. I kind of like digital. Well, one upstairs was new and digital, one downstairs was like original to the house, so I had to put a new thermostat in it. We did find a couple of little issues, nothing big with AC units, so we ended up spending $700 on the AC units to get those in tip-top shape. And so again, a lot of that other little miscellaneous in there that bought us $12,000. Obviously, we had paint
Supplies, cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
We had to buy a few tools here and there to help with the rehab.
Yeah. And so again, I don't think it's an outlandish budget considering what all we did, but just trying to be upfront and honest with you guys with what we did spend.
Well, guys, we're finally wrapping it up here at the Percheron house. This house is finished. We have a great family that's all set to move in next week. We're so excited for them to be here, and we hope they enjoy living here as much as we have enjoyed giving this house a new life.
Don't forget to tune in next week. We start all new adventures. We're going to break away from the house renovation thing. We've actually purchased a new camper. We traded in our old camper and got a new camper, and we took it on its first maiden voyage. We can't wait to share that with you. We'll show you an overview of the camper and a little bit of our old camper. It was a pretty big one. And we actually went up into Gatlinburg, and we're going to show you some really cool places up there in Gatlinburg.
Stay tuned, guys. We've got lots of adventures coming your way.
And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click on the bell so it'll give you reminders. Again, we do a new episode every Sunday night at 8 o'clock.
Give us a big thumbs up if you like our videos and share them with your friends. We love getting our content out there. We hope it helps you guys.
See you next time.